Rastafari, greetings again, family. This is Ross John, Ross Johannes. This is part two of my videos, Euro Sky Theology, Babylon Theology versus Jah Kingdom on Earth. Now, to continue, this is from an email I got from someone, excuse me, a couple days ago. And the writer of this didn't leave his or her name, but be it as it may, this is deep in info regarding the advent of Christ and who this Messiah king from the line of Judah is. So let's read this here. I highlighted it. The earth will mourn. They will see the Son of Man coming from the clouds of the sky with power and great glory. Matthew 24, verse 13. Jesus was telling his disciples that those who witnessed Jerusalem's destruction will likewise see his vindication and exaltation as Israel's rightful king. The Apocalypse Code by Hank Hennegraff, pages 82-83. Let's get deep. Do anyone know that the two most important days of Jesus' life, second to the crucifixion, is the day Jesus was born and the day he ascended to heaven? Them days can now be recorded as the days that gave birth to the most profound controversy that has risen. Regarding how is Christ to come? The first day is his birthday, and the last is the day he departed in the clouds, when he ascended. These two highlighted days in scriptures have influenced the rise of a forged misinterpretation of scripture and its true meaning regarding how Christ would return to earth in his second coming. However, to get more serious about the matter, it is the fact that this misrepresentation of scripture has ties to racism, or of it known way the Europeans and all couldn't accept nor consider embracing the ancient Jewish anticipation of a royal birth, being that it had direct ties to African nations, people, and royal bloodlines. So, Christ, the day he ascended and the day he was born, are the two most important days, in Yeshua's life, you could say. And how is Christ to come? And how this is all tied into the whitewashing of Christianity, and how this Messiah, royal bloodline, and an expected African Messiah was to be born to be the Lion of Judah in Revelations 5:5. Now, what we had before is this racism being discovered as beginning in Christianity or Eurocentric Christianity. Unlike Ethiopic, true Christianity deals with Jah's kingdom on earth rather than some skylurking, like Horace Andy said in one of his songs, too much skylurking, that has caused ones to ignore the fact that this Christ came in his first advent through birth. His second advent is when he made himself known, came through birth. So the second coming, as in Revelations 12 shows, that this male child who will rule the nations with the iron rod or scepter will be the messianic king, and will rule the nations. And his majesty was given the scepter to be that one with the rod of iron. And you can read Genesis chapter 49, talks about the scepter shall not depart Judah, and all of that. Now, this has shaped the entire world, this teaching of sky lurking, into what it is now. We say that for reasons that racism upon the African race as a whole has been traced to the very acts of the Roman Empire upon Ethiopia. Once Ethiopia's nation, ecclesiastic order, brothers and sisters, of Christianity was teaching a Negro Messiah sitting on a African Christian throne. Now, as an African race, all of us of melanin, we must acknowledge that Africans through Ethiopia are the first to accept Christianity, and found in the book of Acts. So the Ethiopians knew that the Messianic king, the real righteous Ethiopians who are not caught up in the apostate of Christianity now in Ethiopia, knew about the Messiah coming on the throne of David. So the subject alone in the sky theory versus birth theory, that this is the source of an even more spiritual racism, coming from Satan upon the African race based on this topic alone. Ask yourself, could the Messianic curriculum of European Christianity never ever, this is a separated version of Afrocentric Christianity versus Eurocentric Christianity. One belongs to Satan and one belongs to God. One belongs to the African race and one belongs to the fallen Gentiles. One has an African-born Messiah to reign as the Christ, and one has a cosmic mythological Caesar Borgia. Why? And I know that I meant God is a living man and is here on earth, not some sky-lurking God. So with that, brothers and sisters, give thanks and praise, and I hope you learn as much as you can from my vids. Jah guidance and protection. Leave comments on my videos. One love. Jah guide.